Today we're at the site of Clarysville Hospital between Cumberland, Maryland and Frostburg. The hospital was established on March 6, 1862 to alleviate the overcrowded makeshift hospitals in Cumberland. The 54th Pennsylvania sent a few sick and injured men here while stationed along the B&O Railroad, but a large portion of the regiment convalesced here following the Lynchburg campaign. And the hospital was in an old inn that burned down. It would have been to the right of that truck, just across the road from us. You can see that's Interstate 68 up on the hill, a little higher behind where the hospital would have been. After the difficult retreat from Lynchburg, Major Enoch Yutzi wrote, "Since going into camp, much sickness prevails among both officers and men. The sanitary condition of the regiment being worse now than I ever knew it to be since entering the service, more than 1/4 of the regiment being unfit for duty. Colonel Joseph Toburn believed 1 month's time will not restore the vigor of health that was enjoyed before the raid began." Private William Billings added, "We arrived at our outpost on the 29th of June after a march of 2 months to a day. I stood it all very well on the raid, but when we got rations plenty, I was sick, and I am now in the hospital in Clarysville, Maryland. This is a pleasant place, and I am fast getting well. The men are in very poor condition, and a great many are in the hospital sick. I am nearly wore out, and for a few days could scarcely move, but I am able to go to my meals." Private George Pyle concurred, writing in his diary, "We then went into camp, where we all laid down and rested, all very tired and sick." Private William Ellis later wrote, "I have been knocked around considerable on the Lynchburg raid." Private John Hammer wrote his sister from the hospital here at Clarysville, "I suppose you will be astonished to see where I write from. I am now in the hospital. I am not in the hospital because I am sick, for I am not sick, but I have sore feet and no shoes. I marched 25 miles barefoot, and now my feet are full of stone bruises. I also have very troublesome diarrhea and a few pains in the legs, like all old people generally have. The doctor thinks I must rest a few months, and I think Hunter's whole army should rest a few months. I have heard no news from the company since I left. When I left, there was but 1 officer, 1 sergeant, William Riffle, and 5 privates in the company." The Lynchburg campaign and retreat especially took a toll on the 54th Pennsylvania. Hundreds of men needed medical attention or were not fit for immediate duty. The regimental surgeon, John Allen, sent several dozen soldiers here to Clarysville with a variety of maladies. Private Isaac Bender had a sprained ankle caused by marching on retreat from Lynchburg. Some suffered from malarial and tertian fevers. Acute or chronic diarrhea from the poor food and water while on the march plagued others. Rheumatism crippled more. Private Amos Reinhardt's medical records simply stated, "worn out by marching." Others found themselves in a similar condition. Private F's David Kircher wrote in a letter to the mother of a fallen comrade, "There is but few left of our company or regiment. We fought some hard fights this summer." He mournfully added, "Company F, 54th Regiment is gone, all but a few." Most returned to duty a few months after staying in the hospital here at Clarysville. Their return helped supplement the casualties from the previous campaign. Others, however, did not. Private Hammer's enlistment expired while he was still in the Clarysville Hospital, and he returned home. Once he recovered sufficiently, Private Reinhardt deserted. Several others died before the end of the war as a result of the hardships of the campaign and the retreat. Colonel Campbell's men needed time to recover. Following the war, the Clarysville Hospital operated as an inn until a fire destroyed it in 1998. Thank you for watching this episode of In the Footsteps of the 54th.